Astralis is back, and today we're breaking down how Astralis not only beat but dismantled ENCE on overpass. In this match we saw how Astralis abused zone control on overpass to ruin ENCE's weak setup and default, and so much more. Astralis got the plant last round, but lost it. But how are thereby almost as good as ENCE is? Well, the economy is set up like this to allow the T's a better shot at winning round 2 if they get the plant. Only problem is that if they lose this, they will not be able to buy before it's 0-3 or 0-4. And it's an important round. Astralis starts by sending 3 players B, 1 con and 1 playground. Their goal for the round is to use the B player's pressure to try and force ENCE to over-rotate or over-peek, so the con and playground player can get some kills. ENCE are going 2 players on B, 2 players inside toilet and 1 player on long. They are more set up for a fast pistol take from Astralis, and it's why the toilet and B players are 2, so they can easily trade each other, while the long player will take long range fights versus pistol. So here we can see the miscalculation from ENCE in this round. Nerds finds 1 kill in this amazing off angle, Stair was not ready for, but this kill allows Astralis to go into water undetected, and this is bad. Here I hate that both of ENCE B player are playing inside monster, not the best way to hold, but Astralis can't do much. They are not able to get any kills or information about B site and decides to go through con and do an A take, something they will benefit from. In the meantime, ENCE have split the toilet players up and have the long player now joining in toilet. Something usually good, since nerds can hold a con peek from a great off angle, while the 2 toilet players can trade each other. But there's a problem to the setup. One of the toilet players is just looking dividers and not holding anything, and yes, the position is great until Astralis takes toilet opening. And as soon as Astralis walks up connector, Nerd leaves his position and is not holding, allowing Astralis to get mid control without being seen. And here some trades occurs, but Astralis are smart as ever, and is not even going inside toilet to take it, but goes banana, leaving the long player quite useless out of this round to defend. And ENCE on the retake takes too long, since Snappy is waiting for the lurker to come behind and Astralis wins the round.
Have the double set up at the main alleyway. Oh, they push right into it. They push right into it. It was almost a disaster. Madden gets 1 and Sun Pius, he's biding his time.
Nurse is swinging out this time. Device with the scope rifle on the other side of things takes him out of the round, and Nurse is gone. Now Sun Pius, he has Blame F in the back of the pack. Not only is it Blame F alone, but he was the bomb carrier. Still stands with it as he takes down Sun Pius.
It's happened again. I feel like the advantages are in the way of ENCE and just the fight's going the way of Astralis, and now this is awkward. Snappy trying to recover the situation. Teammate on for a long flank, but it's MP9s, it's SMGs after all the rifles have been taken down.
Snappy can't get any closer. Vladen not finding anything inside of the toilets. Device going deeper down the bank stairway. Snappy looks for the combat, will actually win that fight with the MP9. Upgrade there on the ground, but the time it is ticking and there's no kit on the back of any of these players, but the kills are starting to come in. They can find a kit somewhere, at least get on this defuse right away. There's a chance now. Blame F looking to try and clutch it, comes around, lit into it, denies that defuse.
Astralis starts this round by going 2 players con, 1 to B to lurk and 2 in middle. Their goal right now is to win control of connector and the mid zone, to use these zone as leverage to force ENCE to either try to take short or monster on B, to win back map control. This is a very common idea since it plays on the whole concept of map control, with forcing CTs to win back some different map control when Ts win some more map control. ENCE are going 3 players on B, 1 in mid and 1 long, a very split setup on A, but this allows for a stronger and more prepared B hold. But look, Astralis B players molotov short to not allow ENCE to take any short control, and then walks back, and this can quickly become a problem, now that there's only 2 A defenders, and they're as split up as they can be. Astralis is allowed to take a lot of map control in mid and con, and they are not wasting it by going for an A hit. And now both A players of ENCE have met on site, but the position they play is quite forward, and this can quickly turn bad, since there are not so many places to hide. And in a 1v1 scenario, this can be a good position, because it's a good off angle. But versus a rush, this can be a problem. Bus smokes A site, and here for some reason Borup runs on the smoke and not the flash Bus throws after. This might be done to force the A player to keep looking on the flash and rather play for the 1-for-1 trade, and not allow the A player to run back site and hide. And here Astralis is able to trade back, but I'm not a big fan of this. And this leaves Sun Pius with the AWP, but Madden is able to rotate up before any Astralis players hit site. And here Sun Pius misses a crucial shot on long to give ENCE the advantage, and as the AWPer, he has to have more impact and tries to repick into banana, and here Device finds him and Astralis has gotten the advantage again. Astralis uses 2 of the same flashes, and Madden can get in cover for the first, which is the point, so when he peeks out again he will be blinded by the second, and Bus finds the kill on him. And just like that, Astralis has gotten sight, and ENCE has to save.
Pack got himself towards the divider. He's the Mac 10 player. Perhaps the first peek may come from Device. Fourth swing. That's going to be an easy kill from Nurse, but switches to his knife, gets caught in the open, and now Sampaius under a little bit more pressure, under scrutiny perhaps as he looks towards long. It's a missed shot. Stair gets across.
But Astralis haven't pulled the trigger on this hit just yet. Slowing things down just to put out utility, and Sampaius peeks right into Device. Another kill for the Opera of Astralis, and now it's all on Madden. Blinded, but so is Buzz, who wins out the fight regardless. And for Snappy, it's a save.
ENCE are back with 2 players on A, 3 on B, and now the A players are playing more together. And here they uses this Molotov to try and stop an early push from Astralis, but the Molotov misses and Sampaius tries to peek to get a kill here and can't and has to fall back. Astralis are going 2 players on B, 2 players in connector and then 1 player in playground. But ENCE have learned. They are now trying to stop Astralis to take all of these positions for free. And here we can see ENCE smoking off bottom connector and short pipe to allow them to win top connector control as well as short water control. And this sets a pause to Astralis' game plan, that so far this game has been to win map control and then play for that. But now ENCE are trying to do the same. So what will Astralis do? Well, they start with just waiting it out, but doing some pushes. Let me explain. The B players will wait out the smokes, and the same with the con players. And while they wait, 2 Astralis players will take long control with 2 flashes to force ENCE to send 1 more player to help. And this leaves the other spots weak, so Astralis can go right back to their game plan of taking map control. And see now, Astralis has gotten full on control, bottom con control, and now are going to take B control, since all of B rotation will go through con. And this will give Borb a chance to be an early alarm, as well as the long player to come behind as now the lurker. But ENCE smokes Astralis off, and now they know that B will be a death trap, and all 4 players group up with 45 seconds left to go and take A site, since the long player has been undetected and can be a very scary piece in this round for ENCE. And here we see why. Sampaius gets a first kill but is quickly traded, since the long player stays, and with a good flash, Nurse is dealt with. And like that, Astralis again have dealt with the A defenders. And here we see why. Madden is able to find 1 kill, but allows 1 player of Astralis to slip into bank. And here it gets close. ENCE Molotov sight, but Astralis is just able to plant, and Madden finds 1 more kill, while the bank player finds 1 more, and ENCE are now in a 2v2. And the bank player finds Madden, as well as Snappy in the 1v2 can trade fast, but is not expecting the long position from BlameF, and Astralis takes the lead 7-1. That is 7 rounds in a row.
Sampaius now goes deep on the angle. This time Device is the Opera that is caught off guard, and Nertz gets blinded again. He has been absolutely wrecked by flashes in this half. They've just neutralized Nertz's impact multiple times in this A bomb site with a simple piece of utility. Now 20 seconds left. Astralis into the bomb site, or pushed up far towards the stairs. Nice shot from Madden. That might reopen a chance back into this round now for ENCE, thanks to that.
And look at Stair. He's made his way all the way towards bank. They have no idea. Vladin's going to go down, and he's in a perfect position for the post plant. Oh, the spray connects. He's got another.
That's a great angle from Stair. And now coming back into it is Snappy. He's up against BlameF. We called it a game of the minds this time. It's a brawl, and it's going to be the peak from BlameF that'll pull it off. Astralis continue the
ENCE are not on the greatest buy, and are going 2 players A using this Molotov again to stop any pushes from Astralis, and then going 3 players on B, but are doing a fun setup where one of the A players goes into con after a B player nades the door open to allow the con player to hold short water for the B players. Astralis are going 1 player B, 1 con and 3 towards middle. And for all of that effort ENCE have put to holding water with the con player and the 2 B players, kinda looks dumb. But this is ENCE's way of taking the game plan of Astralis to take these early map control points or zones and then play for that. And I like this. This will clear out a B player to go and help A. Astralis' con player has to try to get some information in connector to even allow his team to get out middle. And here he's met by the wall ENCE have set up and is dealt with quite fast. And just look at Astralis. They are not daring to push into mid at all, and rather sends 1 player down and back to con, and then 2 takes long. But here is what I don't like. ENCE gets all of this control, and then they walk back and decides to rather play the 1-man advantage, something that is not much of an advantage versus the T side. Astralis sends 1 player long to fake A, and Device uses some utility to help this player out, while the bomb is going to B, and why not? ENCE have used all of their map control to leave only 1 player on B, so if Astralis is fast enough, this will pay off. But the A fake fails drastically, with Device solo walking into middle and dies to Snappy, and then the A player swing out and dies to the Optimus player. And Astralis is down 2v4 and no map control. And Astralis finds some kill, but a 4v2 was too much of a task, and ENCE finds their second round of the game.
To help set up Stair, a little bit of presence from this AWP, as long as you get caught by Snappy, which you will.
Yeah.
Knife out, and there goes Stair. So this B hit has to come in right now, but no one's in position to really stop it. Snappy's coming out towards sandbags.
Oh, Snappy's position is very, very strong right now. Buzz is going to go and check it. Snappy's taken down, and there's no way, surely not another one of these rounds for Astralis today. They go into the site, the bomb starts to go down, and Buzz is covering off the planter. So BlameF is able to get away with some of his health. Takes some off the top, but Vladin, look at this, taking a risk, climbing up on default, catches BlameF looking the wrong way. Now Buzz in a really difficult position. Some would say impossible, and that would come to reality. It is good.
This is a crucial round for ENCE. They are full buying this round to try and not give Astralis the 12th round and match point, since winning 10 rounds in a row versus a team on match point is almost impossible. Or wait, Astralis did this, just 12 in a row. Here's a video about it. And has gone for a full buy that looks quite weak with 5 Galils and are going 3 players B, 1 con and 1 middle. And again, it's all about wanting B players to do something to allow the solo players to find some kills we've seen on Astralis and now on ENCE. Astralis are going 1 player long, 1 toilet and 3 over to B. Astralis nades the door open and then boosts a player up over the wall to see into water and con in hope of catching ENCE off guard. The boosted player falls off as soon as ENCE is about to walk into his crosser. Quite unfortunate, but this allows Astralis to be more prepared for the B execute by ENCE, since having 2 players in this open position is a problem if they get pushed. Borup in Monster is able to spot 1 ENCE player but gets shot down to low HP. And I wonder why Nerds did not swing sooner onto this player to maybe get a kill on him. And Borup can stay alive, a big problem. Borup goes to barrels and uses this edge on the left side of barrels to be able to do some quick jump spots and do not make a lot of sound doing it. It's a great way of holding Monster if you're low on HP. Sunpayos walks up on site and here tries to get an opening, and the Galil spray fails him, and Astralis finds the first kill of the round. And here Astralis is just able to mow ENCE down. With Buzz finding 1 more kill, Stair is able to trade Borup after Nerds kill him, and Astralis wins the match.
The buy from ENCE, the investment, they bought rifles themselves, which means they're really light on utilities, so there's free access to Monster and sandbags. No smokes in those positions.
No, it's just a full contact play already up. Some Pice is in the middle of the bomb sites. It doesn't make the most of it. In fact, Buzz gets a double kill. Buzz might look for a little bit more. It's another kill from Stair this time, and it's just a massacre inside of the site. ENCE are going nowhere. ENCE get nothing done. Astralis, absolutely no mercy on this first map.
Yeah.
Just like that, a great showing. ENCE won the second map, and Astralis went back on the third map and the decider and won it 13-2 again. It's something to note during this game. ENCE was playing with a stand-in and missing Diha, one of their best players, sadly. So yes, Astralis played well, but it was versus ENCE that was missing a leg. Thank you for watching, and here are 2 videos YouTube told me you would like. Bye!